Education Minister Rakam Sangma on Thursday addressed significant concerns regarding the state of education in Meghalaya, focusing particularly on the issue of zero enrollment schools and the efforts being made to improve the education sector as a whole. He emphasized that the government is actively working to address these challenges and bridge gaps that have existed for decades. Sangma acknowledged the critical issue of zero enrollment schools in the state, stating that the government is aware of this problem, and over the past 2 years, the government has initiated efforts to shift and reallocate teachers from these schools. He informed that a rationalization exercise is underway and more than 100 schools with zero enrollment are being reviewed. He also addressed the challenge posed by the large number of untrained teachers in the state, noting that Meghalaya has around 18,000 untrained educators. He emphasized that the government's efforts are aimed at supporting these teachers and improving the overall quality of education.
We very much aware of this scenario, zero enrollment, low performing in the schools and here and there. So the government is aware. So we are last 2 years we have already initiated certain shifting deputation of the teachers from zero enrollment. And the so-called we are being exercised, rationalization exercise is being met, and we will continue. I think some major decision has to be met because there are more than 100 schools with having zero enrollment. We will definitely on the job. We are on the job.
So you will be making
church after due studies, but they are at present there are those we having a zero enrollment. We will shift all the teachers to some other schools right now, and in next 2-3 years, if the enrollment doesn't improve, then they will have a different story. So, but as of now, for those having a zero enrollment, we are shifting all the teachers to some other schools. That's all.
so that is
The zero enrollments are from SSA category. So all these teachers, because they have been appointed by the DMCs and all, we will be shifting them to some other school having a more enrollment. Yes.
So these are the short-term plans. But what about the long-term plans? So what is the government thinking to address these kind of situations?
We are working on it. We are on the job. We will do our best. What best to both it will, because closing down is also not the option. Right, we have to study the location and the distance gap. So it is not the option just to close down randomly, right? But we have to study the location and distance from. But wherever there's a zero enrollment, yeah, definitely we are on the job.
what about ad hoc and deficit taking over by the government?
Pardon?
Why not take over all the deficit and ad hoc schools and make them government schools?
No, making a government school, because when we make the government school, we have to pay the government scale, right? So it's very, very challenging for the state because we are highest number of schools teachers in the city. The state government is not in the positions to pay the cost, right? So definitely, and most of the schools are often run by the private parties. Some individuals, some church. It's not opened by the government, right? So, but this is a challenge. But we would urge all the principals, the SMCs, just to improve the schools' ecosystem at the earliest, because this is not this is a matter of concern. When we talk about the zero enrollment, the performance is very low. So we will be speaking and meeting, and we will doing the review meeting again and again. But definitely we are on the job.